So now I'm a senior in high school. You know, we got first MLK, then JFK, RFK assassinations. Everything's very, very, very tense. We got riots going on all over the place. And I'm getting ready to go off to college. Now, both of my parents had gone to WSU. Washington State University. Known here in Seattle as MUU, right? Well, it was originally an agricultural school, right? And if you haven't been there, you're not missing anything. Sorry, Cougars.
Oh, come on now, Chris. That's spoken like a true Husky.
That's right, exactly right. And it's this little town called Pullman, which is 70 miles south of Spokane. And for some reason, I'm not quite sure how, I managed to get to be like a junior in high school and never gone to Pullman. Because in those days, the Cougars would play most of their home football games in Spokane at Joe Albi Stadium. So we'd go there to watch the football games, and other than that, there wasn't any real reason to go to Pullman. So anyway, we went on the college tour thing. We get to Pullman, and I'm looking around going, no, really, where is it? Very funny, you drug me out. Okay, yeah, no, really. So I was like, this is not happening. So I chose to go to the UW.
Right. How'd your parents feel about that?
Yeah, they weren't so wild about that, but yeah. But, you know, sorry. And so I arrived here in the fall of 1969.
Okay.
And in the spring of 1970, the whole world erupted, right? We had Kent State, all this kind of stuff. The anti-war movement is getting really big and intense. And, you know, we've got now for us personally, you know, that you guys didn't have to deal with was the draft.
Yeah.
Right? So if you didn't want to get drafted, which was kind of the way it was for most everybody, you had to make sure you stayed in school, et cetera, et cetera. And I had the added joy of my father was chairman of the draft board back in Spokane. Yeah, so it produced two things. One, I constantly had the local media checking up on me.
Yeah.
And then I had scads of new friends that, oh, hey, Mage. Oh, it's so good to see you, man. Hey, how are you? How's your dad? Did I tell you I'm a conscientious objector now? Did you know that? It's like, oh, get the
yeah, that's a big list, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, give me a break, you know. So, yeah, I was suddenly.
So, what were your personal feelings about the war? Now that this craziness has come on and you're seeing this firsthand.
Well, I went from a household where my mom was kind of a quiet Democrat. My dad was a Barry Goldwater Republican. And let's just say that in May of 1970, I was leading marches down freeways.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we took over the campus radio station KUOW, and I was one of the voices of Radio Free Seattle.
Oh, okay.
We barricaded ourselves in there for 6 weeks. So I was definitely one that got radicalized. And, you know, kids asked me, well, were you a hippie? I said, hippies were the ones who lived in the Volkswagen buses and wore tie-dye and made candles and wore Birkenstocks. Okay, no, right? There was hippies and radicals.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't actually get along very well. And radicals were all about social activism, political activism, and hippies are, you know, peace, love, dope.
Yeah.
And you know, it was intense. We had, you know, riots on campus. We had a police riot one night. People in Seattle don't like to remember that, but literally, the police were frustrated with all of the protests one night. I don't know what the number of them was, but it was relatively substantial. Came up on campus in plain clothes, and here's how smart they were, carrying their police-issued nightsticks and radios, and just started randomly beating on people.
Oh, man.
Just people walking down the side. They beat professors, girls, didn't matter. You know, and I lived in the SAE house at that point, which was right on the corner there of 17th and 45th. And our front room became like a triage center, you know, hauling people up there and taking care of split heads and stuff. It was absolutely insane.